Hello, John Neal here again, Chalkboard Artist, sign writer, and today I've got a special offer for you. This could be your sign. You can commission me to do a sign for you. I've had a few requests in the past. One was a lady in Canada, sorry for not having got back to you, wanting me to do a board about selling some sort of cakes, which I had to look up, and another person was a plumber, wanted a board for the plumbing business. Well, how about if you email me the details of what you want, I do the sign, you can copy what I do, if you like it. Then if it's all good, you can go to my website and pay afterwards as much as you might like it to be. I mean, starting at $10 and moving up maybe. But that's the deal. So you tell me what you want me to paint and I'll do the sign for you, just for you. Good deal, eh? You're thinking that says Abbey Road Studios on it. I've got connections, you know. Right, let's get started. And so, for that purpose, let me drive the message home and paint a sign that says, let me paint you a sign. S-I-G-N. The S, tricky, so one of the most difficult letters to do, and then see website for details. Well, the board is prepared. You saw me earlier painting it black with smooth masonry paint, which is water based, it's fit for outside, and then dried it off. And now and this is MDF board, by the way, then I've put a board around that. I sometimes clip into the top, so I'm leaving that to the very last, but I've got an idea where it's going to be. Across here I'm going to put let me paint you a, and then the big word sign. So it's going to go across there, let me paint you a, and then sign. Now you may not see that clearly, but I can, and it's going to fade away so we don't see it in the end. And then the space below for, and then I'll just mark that off top and bottom. I've got a piece of wood here which is the size of the thickest stroke on the word sign, and I've used it to mark out the thicknesses, and the S and the N need some special attention. Look at that in a moment. Let's just write across the top, let me paint you a, let me paint you a. It's right to get the words right before you set off. I'll try and not get my shoulder in the way, which I've done on previous videos. Let me paint you a. Alright, right. Paint you a. Just get it in lovely. You can see when I'm just putting this wide brush on, which is a 1/2 inch brush, by the way, you get a little sort of serif kick. If I start it here, look, just touch. And you can afford to let the S, as opposed to the S go a little bit above the line, but the I's got to sit right on it. S takes more space, so you can make them bigger, or should I say less space. Right, I'll use the pen to do this, so I won't do it from sideways on, and then I'll work out a design to go inside. Go from the top again. And don't worry about the fact that we've gone over those letters, I'll go over that again. do a bit of work on here. Just get rid of this mark, the white mark. Right, well, first thing is to put the black edge round to make these letters stand up in front of those. Likewise here. I've gone over everything just to brighten everything up. You might notice a difference, and tied it up around. Pen and a brush. Go to. I'm going to do a shadow around the word sign, put some colour on it. I'm going to use purple, which is a colour I used a few years ago. I don't use this much now for the shadow. And then put some white with it to make it a pale purple, then a pure white dot on as well. Using a 1/2 inch brush again. Hope you can see this. And it's all on the underside and on the left. So, excuse me, I'll just lean in and get it right. And here, we may need to just turn the brush and keep the colour going, and then we can go back to the original. You notice as I come off, just turning it up like that. We need to just fill that corner in too. Now, believe it or not, I'm actually mixing on the tabletop here, and this is some wet white, this is the purple. Just a dab of this purple in with this white, make a nice pale lilac-y colour to put onto this bottom edge. So it's as if now there's another light coming this side, and I'm putting this pale purpley colour just to catch some more light from a different angle here. Very fairground, very canal boat. Now that it's dry, I'll put this white dot on. By the way, I've gone over this again. To be honest, I would probably pick the board up, put it flat, and get really in close with the brush. So it didn't quite work as I thought it might, so I've gone over it again. It adds a little highlight to it. But now with just a regular pen, I'm just going to dot, big dot, small dot. You may not be able to see from there, but there's a bit of a space here. So I'm going to put a starburst. Let me just show you how. You get a pen, put plenty of ink on, make it look as if it's sitting on this sort of this corner here, but it'll fill this space in a bit. So fill it with ink, and then just extend that round. Put a bit more on, and then just flick up and down from the centre outwards, and that's tended to fill that bit of space up, but it's fine now. So there we have it. Let me paint you a sign. Like I say, go to my website, and once you've given me the details of your sign, I can paint it for you, show you on YouTube, and then you can pay me at the end. I wonder if this is going to work. We'll see. Anyway, bye. See you again soon. Bye bye.